This week on the Spotlight, we congratulate Morgan Park boys basketball, 3A state champions for 2018. And we congratulate Whitney Young boys basketball, 4A, finished second in the state. Nothing to be ashamed of. And the Loyola Ramblers are on the Sweet 16. We talked to Aaron Rowand, one of the great outfielders in White Sox history, and Freddie Garcia, one of the great starting pitchers in White Sox history. And Greg Maddux, one of the greatest Cubs of all time. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. Welcome to the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. They do it all at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Gilhooly's for my trivia game. Friday, March 30th at 8 p.m. 103rd in Springfield. Fun place with great food, great fun, and our game. So I'll see you there March 30th. Family Dentist. Lawrence Ferlin, E is the dentist. 109th in Kedzie. Crowns, veneers, cleanings, and more. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. They have great food, drink, and people at 93rd and Roberts Road. I've been there for the most part for the last 7 years, and they're consistent and excellent. Get to the Sock on Thursdays. We'll play some trivia, and we'll have some laughs. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. It's great to go around the leagues and talk to old friends, and we're talking with Aaron Rowand, who's, of course, with the Giants now. And tell us a little bit about your club and what you're looking for in the second half of the 2008 season.
Just a little bit more consistency. I mean, we have a lot of talent, a lot of young talent on this team, and obviously with the pitching staff that we have, we're in most games. We just need to go out and try to string together hits and be a little bit more consistent with our approach.
It's been a long road since your White Sox days, and you've been in different parts of the country. Contrast your experiences in the National League East and in the National League West.
The differences are, I'd say the National League West probably has, if not the best, right at the top of the pitching as far as any division in baseball goes, with starting pitching. I'd say the National League East probably has, the bullpens are a little bit deeper, and, the weather's a little bit more friendly. But, they're both great, and it's nice being back on the West Coast. I grew up out there, and, just plugging along.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about, I don't know if you could say your team's mindset, your team's mood, because as you well know, and going back to 05, a team with good chemistry can put some things together.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're battling, trying to, scratch out. We've been facing a lot of good pitchers, and it's not going to get any easier here. So, we're trying to put together rallies and string together hits, try to push some runs across. But all in all, it's pretty good. The atmosphere is good here, and we're building for the future.
In terms of outfield play, what's your ballpark like compared to the expanses of a planet where the Sox did?
Well, obviously the ballpark's a lot a lot bigger, and ball definitely doesn't carry as good. It's probably one of the toughest ballparks in baseball to hit in. And playing defense out there, you got a lot of room to roam around, which is nice. And, get to open it up a little bit and try to cover as much ground as you can.
You come to Wrigley Field for a team that's had one of the best records in the majors much of the year. And of course you remember playing here against the Cubs as a White Sox player. What do you remember about Wrigley Field, and what must you remember as you play the outfield here?
I would say probably the biggest thing in memories here is just playing against the Cubs in the crosstown rivalry that comes with it. The fans and the intensity of the games, and coming and playing here will always hold a special place in my heart, just because of the games that we did play here against these guys. And you can go around baseball and ask anybody who's been involved in it that series is probably more intense than any other series in baseball. And it's definitely more of a playoff atmosphere than any other game you're probably going to play all year.
Yeah, well, you've got a little bit of Giants A's under your belt. Can you contrast that a little bit?
It's nothing like Chicago. I was making a joke the other day. We play them, we're not even on the front page of the sports page, let alone the front page of the paper.
So wrong.
In Chicago, they got like 20-page pullouts of the series and the history and all that kind of stuff. It's just a different rivalry, and I mean, not that it's not fun, because it is. It's fun to go and play against a team across the bay, but when you're facing the team 8 miles from you and on the north side with the fans and everything else here, this is just something that's very unique.
Growing up, I remember the names Mays McCovey, Juan Marichal, a little bit before your time. When you think of the Giants growing up, what names come to your mind?
Those guys. I was a big history fan of the game. Will Clark, Matt Williams, Robbie Thompson, Jose Uribe. I was a fan of not only the history but of the guys that were playing at the time. So, I saw a lot of Giants Dodgers games as a kid.
Well, as you look at your career in the big scope, you've had some changes, more changes than probably you anticipated in the last 4 or 5 years. Well, do you see yourself settling in one place, and how long would you like to play?
Oh, I signed here with the hope that I'm going to finish my career here. I'm not a big fan of bouncing around and going from team to team, but hopefully I'm going to play as long as they let me. I'm going to make them, I'm take the uniform off my back, but I hope I'm being in San Francisco the rest of my career.
And then after that, do you see a life in baseball, or going to ride off into the sunset and do something else?
I'll probably be in baseball in some capacity or another. You have too much passion for a game like this to just walk away from it. So I see myself doing some coaching or something like that.
Well, we wish you the best, and be pretty cool if the Giants and Cubs somehow get some postseason action one of these days.
I hear you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Ferland, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. We're back in the spotlight talking White Sox, and a very interesting thing happened in the single game that the Sox played at Detroit. It was big game Freddie Garcia, and I say that with not the least bit of facetiousness, because whenever I think of Freddie Garcia, I think of Game 4 of the World Series in 2005, and a guy who put a ton of zeros up on the board and was a gigantic key to the White Sox clinching that World Series title 4-0 over the Astros 5 short years ago. So when the Sox were in a funk and they really needed a win, Freddie Garcia was the man who shut down the hated Tigers. And we got a chance to catch up with Freddie, talk a little bit about that game and the attitude on the White Sox here in late May 2010. Freddie, every time you go to the mound, I flash on 2005, Game 4 against Houston. And although you didn't exactly duplicate that, the game in Detroit was pretty solid for you.
We need wins. That's what we need right now. And everybody in the staff, try to do the best we can. Every time I go pitch or hit him, and it's nice to get a win yesterday. We don't play Monday, but we did yesterday. So come back home and hopefully everything turn around.
Well, you look like you're getting in a good rhythm. When there's a man or two on base, what do you find yourself doing? What's been your go-to pitch?
Gotta make it a good pitch, man. Ball down. For me, I throw a lot of breaking pitch. Try to make the pitch I need to get out those innings like yesterday. Better on third base with 1 out. They don't score, so and we got the lead 4-2, and we scored 2 more in the 8th. So all those things. If they did score, maybe I get out the game 4-4. So we gotta make good pitches.
Are you still comfortable when you're facing a dead red hitter and you got maybe a strike on him, and you kind of climb the ladder with fastball and make him go for something in his eyes?
I used to go high and high, but I don't throw that high anymore. So I gotta go down and down. So it's different. Yeah.
And it seems like you found the knack where you showcase a pitch, and then with 2 strikes you have a chance to make them chase.
Yeah, that's part of my job, man. Go, maybe slide away, and make a look at it, and go strong in the dark. So, that depends how the pitch, how nasty it can be. I don't know.
Now, Detroit's a pretty good hitting team. Do you remember your particular results with Cabrera and with Ordonez?
Well, last year Cabrera hit me pretty good. Here and yesterday, I get him out 3 times, so that's pretty good.
and Ordonez is pretty solid too, and I don't remember him doing much damage.
Every time I try to get the little guy out. So when they come to hit, it's nobody in base. It's easy. When they come to hit and nobody in base, you can pitch, throw right in Detroit. It's a big ballpark, so you can get away sometimes, foul in the middle, and they can hit it good, but hit a center field is like 410, it's a long way to hit, so sometimes that happens.
And then as far as offensive support, you got a nice amount. There was a lot of important key hits for you guys.
Yeah, for me, I'm being lucky. Last 3 stars, they scored for me 3 or 4 runs, and that's all I need.
Yeah, that's a good approach. Do you feel this team is turned the corner, headed in the right direction? I know you're supposed to have a meeting at 4:00. Who called?
I was reading.
Yeah.
The boat.
Whose idea is this meeting?
My idea. I was reading the boat. So,
okay.
You told me right now.
I thought maybe it was your idea.
No. I'm not a meeting guy.
PK? You think PK called a meeting?
I have no idea, man.
You're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck in the meeting, and best of luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Minkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. We're back in the spotlight talking White Sox. And amidst what I guess you'd have to say some turmoil, some tension in the front office between Kenny Williams and Ozzie, it's been reported through much of the season. Kenny came down for a conversation with the players to say, basically, let's get it going. You have some gripes, let me know now, type thing. And that meeting took place during this homestand. Ozzie kind of clears the air on some of this stuff, but also points out about what the players need to get done. And it starts with the letter W. So Ozzie addressed that meeting and had some thoughts about what Kenny said and what people are thinking about the 2010 White Sox.
And you look at the roster we have right now, even close. You know what I mean? And I think I think I can say I'm more disappointed this year it was any year. But you know what I mean? I think when we leave for spring training, you'd say all records are going to be this one. A lot of people be shocked. But you know what I mean? Right now we're not playing well. We start playing a little bit better lately, and hopefully that thing continue. But that surprised me because it's not that on my mind. We got better team this year than we done in the past.
Was the meeting just anything team
No,
related?
Kenny want to talk to the guys. Make sure you know me. It's one thing about this organization. You have anything in your mind, if something bug you and you want to ask, Kenny's gonna be open. You know what I mean? Anybody have any question about rumors out there? The thing we handle stuff here, you gotta let it know, and I'm here. You can ask me about it. You know how to go to the media, or listen to any radio station or whatever it is. I say I'm here to ask a question, and he say the same. He tell the same thing I say every day. You know, we better think than this. We got to put the same rope. Everything I say that I say that like to you guys. You know what I mean? I think it's just. You know, it's not fun when you see a team every day out there. You think you had a chance to win and they don't. It's not fun. It's not fun for anyone. It's just you know what I mean? It just eats you up. But meeting was fine. Just want to talk. Did anybody have any question about his status or the situation here or whatever it is? He was ready to talk to them.
Were there questions?
Huh?
Were there any questions?
Well, you know me. When you're a manager, general manager, you have any player. You have any question, the answer is no. Right. Then they go back to your back and tell you. No, really. They there. You know what I mean? I think I talked to you guys yesterday about that. Kenny you got to be upfront the guys and say, hey, listen, you have anything to bug you or why you situation, where you going to go next? Is you going to be here or whatever it is? Well, I'm here to tell you guys you got anything in mind. He just wants those guys leave the bull crap out of their mind and start playing baseball. You know what I mean? And like I said yesterday, if you're going to get traded, you better start playing better because to somebody watch you. And if you play better, then they don't train you. You know what I mean? It's one thing about it. In this business, you got to play good every day. They want you or not. I mean, that's the thing. If you play good, they might not trade you. If you play good, then you have a good chance to be traded. Somebody wants you. But I don't think any scout got the guts to call here and say, I want this guy. You know, because they might get fired. But you know, I just told them the same stuff. He told them that I told them every day.
The meetings work.
Well, at least it just make you feel better. You mean I always say, good team win games, bad team have meetings, and we have already two. And that's it. It's working. You know, at least this type of meeting, just because now the players they have the opportunity to ask the guy what his future is or what I want to do, what you think I should do. And I think everybody was cool about the end of the meeting. Everybody, you know, the thing it was. He just want everybody to make sure, don't worry about anything, just go and play games and win games.
So Kenny called this meeting.
Yeah.
You're back in the lineup.
You know what I told Gordon? Can you please get one hit? I know how to talk about you every day. Just one. Just get one. I take one. Because last 2 months, I think I drink with his name. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh, God. We put him out. We put him up. We try to get him my shop. Get a day off. We try everything with this kid. There's nothing work. And hopefully start getting good at bats and start swinging the bat better. And that's what we want. That's everybody want because, believe me, it's just... He says, you know me, I don't like to see my players suffer. I don't like to see my players struggle. They struggle, I struggle. You know what I mean? That's why this job is not easy. If you really care about the players, because I don't care. I don't care they're 0 for 4, 0 for 20. But when you really care about them, you suffer the way they will suffer. You know what I mean? I'm the type of manager. I'm not gonna say I love everyone, but I got good feelings about them, and I want them to have, you know what I mean, to go out there and perform. That's why it's not easy because this guy maybe perform, 2 guys perform, and 3 guys a slump, and you worry about the guys as a slump. But hopefully this kid come out and start play the game the way you know how to play the game.
When you're a player like AJ and you hear your name in trade rumors, how do you think you should respond to that?
Play better. Because if you're on a scout and I look up the guy I want to trade hitting 190, I'm not going to go to my general manager and say, listen, we should get this guy. When you look up, it's 180 with 3 RBI. Come on. You know what I mean? You just got to play better, man. I think at least when you have rumors, at least somebody wants you. That's a good thing. But then besides that, I think we're not going to cash in. I don't think we're here to cash in and trade. Maybe later on, he will still play like that. I told that 2 days ago in Detroit. I don't blame Kenny make move and stuff. That's his job. His job, and play got to, you know, Kenny got to compete and got to put the best guys out there, and they know that.
Did Kenny say anything about a deadline in mind, like, hey, start playing better or else?
No, because I think it's still early. It's gonna be hard for us. No, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of games we got to meet up, but we still have plenty of games to see what we can do. Maybe later on, and everything is possible.
You've got to get the Jacks. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. You've got to get to Oliver, 6100 West 159th Street for my live trivia. Alternate Wednesdays now at 7 p.m. It's a great place with great food and drink and fun. Get to Oliver's on a Wednesday. I'll see ya. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. That's Greg Maddux. Back in 1989, he was a frequent subject of interview. And of course, he's on the Hill for the Cubs now. And the topic is the old Cubs of '89.
Position. There seems to be kind of a floating situation as to who's going to grab it. Obviously, you guys can't go with 3 starters. What's going to happen?
I don't know. I really don't know. It could be anybody out of our bullpen. Who knows? I think maybe Zim might know a little better than I do.
I see Lancaster and Williams go down before a game even starts and start getting ready, so I think it's safe to say it won't be either of those two. Any comments about Mitch Williams holding up under a lot of pressure and a lot of media?
He's been doing it all year. I don't see why he can't continue to do it. Okay. I was going to throw a pie in my face.
You lent him your glove?
Yeah, I let him use my glove today.
Well, we talked to him earlier in the show, and as our highlights would indicate, he was making some plays. That was pretty bizarre in that he was using your mitt.
He's a good player, man. Good third baseman.
That's pretty cool. We also saw some interesting shots of people bridging the generation gap. Vance Law talking to Sano. We saw Kessinger with Dunston for a moment. Did you see any of the old pitchers here at this Old Timers event that you could learn a tidbit from?
I remember watching Louis Tion pitch an awful lot when I was younger, and I got a chance to see him pitch today, so I got a kick out of that.
Yeah, we saw Zimmer doing an imitation of his motion, going back to their days together, I suppose, at Boston. Zim was probably having an especially great time with his Old-Timers event. Do you regret that we didn't see him in action?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see Zim play. I think it'd be funny. It'd be funny seeing Zim play.
Does he ever take cuts in the batting cage?
Not recently. I think I maybe seen him in there once or twice. I saw him taking ground balls the other day at shortstop, and he looked pretty good.
Speaking of the batting cage, for a while you were hovering around the 300 mark in batting, and although you've dipped a bit lately, you got to be pleasantly pleased with it's been a little bit of surge of yourself at the plate. You've helped yourself win a couple games.
Well, it's been such a long time since I've had a hit. I forget what it feels like. Yeah, I'm not a good hitter. I'm just going to try not to strike out, and there was a time a month or two ago where I was getting a lot of cheap hits.
Give us a perspective on what the Cubs need to do in the last 6 weeks or so to stay where you're at.
We just got to continue to keep pitching and hitting, be consistent, finish up the way we've been playing the last month.
Thank you, Hall of Famer, and we will see you next week. This week's show is brought to you by the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Shop at 108th and Kedzie. Get all your car work done there like me. The Lansing Floral Shop is the place to go for all your floral needs. Call 708-474-1212. Huck Finn Restaurants, a huge menu, open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 105th and Cicero, and 67th and Pulaski. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.